Good evening, guys, or good morning, because I really don't know when I'm gonna post this video. It's kind of late right now, so I don't know if I'm gonna wait till in the morning or I might post it tonight, because I know there's people that still be up, just doing whatever, and then there's other people in other parts of the world who's actually experiencing daylight right now. So I want to talk about this. Well, before I do, I want to say warm welcome to all of the new people that are here. It's quite a few of you all. And welcome back to the people that have been here for a while. Welcome back, guys. Okay, and thank you all for your patience while I wrap things up with school. But I want to talk about vibration, the vibration of witchcraft, the vibration of demonic spirits, okay? Because it does have a vibration. I know that they say that New Age uses this word, this term, vibration, but I want to say too that a lot of the things that they say, they're not absolutely wrong about. I experienced another attack on me on the 22nd of this month. And whenever they was sending arrows towards me, it felt like a vibration. It felt like a vibrational demonic tornado or something like that. That's what it felt like. This witch that was doing this, or it could have been multiple witches that day, they sent the demonic attack, but it felt like that the person that was sending the attacks, they were like probably in the ranking of the middle. They wasn't really high ranking, I could tell, but they also wasn't new to this either with what they was doing. So I rebuked it and binded it in the name of Jesus. They sent several attacks that day. On the 22nd, they utilized that day to do that. And also there's going to be a full moon. I think that it is on the 26th or the 27th. I have to double check. But they was trying to get ready for that. And so they sent arrows my way. And I'm perfectly fine. I wish they would stop wasting their time. But I was also given this revelation by God too as well. Because I have really been wondering, like, why they just won't quit doing this? Because it is absolutely ridiculous. Okay. And it's dangerous for them to be trying to take down a woman of God, like one of God's people. They get extra punishment for that, I guess you could say. And then they wondering why they walking around here sickly. You have to stop playing around with that stuff. But what God gave me the revelation about with this is that a lot of them, they can't really stop, okay? A lot of it has become an addiction for them. And also, they have this demonic contract with the dark side, with the enemy, with the kingdom of darkness. So when it comes down to that, if they don't do what the enemy wants them to do, and if they break their contract and decide that they don't want to do it anymore, they're going to be tormented by the enemy. The enemy is going to torment them, okay? And it could be in the form of anything. They will get tormented for not going through with their assignment. And it's kind of like us as children of God. We feel conviction and we feel like a little guilty if we don't do our assignment, and we know good and well God told us to do a certain thing. We'll start to feel conviction. We'll start to feel like, man, it kind of feels like a burden on our shoulder if we don't do what God has told us to do. And then if you don't do it, you start to feel bad. You're like, Lord, okay, I'm gonna do it. And that's what I've been feeling. Is a little conviction, because I'm like, okay. But at the same time, I guess there was a reminder, like, as soon as you get through with this, I need you to get back on your videos, because when I did try to come back on here, I was like, Lord, what you want me to talk about today? And he gave me a vision of my schoolwork every single time. Every single time I asked him, I'll probably come back the next day like, Lord, you want me to do a video? What you want me to talk about today? And I see a vision of my schoolwork. So he was basically like, get this together, then we'll talk. And then, I kid you not, I started getting words and words and words. So I wrote a lot of them down, and I recorded some of them I pre-recorded some of them on my phone. But yes, a lot of these people, they have this contract with the enemy. It's going to take a lot for these people to get out of this, because a lot of them have been doing it for so long. A lot of them have made blood covenants with the enemy, with the kingdom of darkness. And so it's going to be very difficult for them to get out. So a lot of them won't even get out. They're going to be used until the day they die. And that's just the way it is. And the enemy has to use them. Who else they're going to use like that to try to destroy God's people. He has to use them for something. And then once they're on their sick bed, that's another form of the way that they're going to be tormented from playing with witchcraft dang near their whole lives. So this is a slippery slope for them. And I don't tell people to pray for people like that. You can, but a lot of it is just you're gonna be wasting your breath. You're gonna be wasting your breath. A lot of them want to do it, but you got some that was initiated into it too. You got some people that's doing this stuff that was born into that. So that's what they know. It's not really their fault. They didn't really get a chance to choose that way of life for themselves. They was literally born into the craft. They was born into doing spell work. Their family has things like that has been passed down to them. So, and a lot of times when those people have been initiated through bloodline, a lot of times it depends on the person though. It depends on their mindset, and it just depends on what God, decides. But a lot of times God will pull them out of that. I've seen a testimony like that, I think a week ago or probably 5 days ago or something like that. And this person got pulled out of that way of life, and they was in there real deep, real deep, but they was born into it. And so a lot of them can be saved. They can be saved, okay? And then you got some that's just destined for hell. It is what it is, you know. And I would say, just if you want to, you can pray for them or whatever, because, I mean, hey, you never know who really can actually get out of that. And I wish that a lot of them I wish they would all get out of it, because God don't want any of us to perish. He really doesn't. So you have to keep in mind too that a lot of these people have mental health issues that's doing this stuff. The ones that just chose this way of life, that just chose to do stuff like this to people, to ruin people's lives. And then you got other people talking about all of it ain't demonic. Then why they keep trying to kill people then? That's demonic. Why they keep trying to block people's blessings? That's not nothing that God would want nobody to do to nobody. Why they keep trying to monitor people? Why they got to do all of that? If it's not demonic. That's demonic all in itself. And I can tell you that I've had several times where people have mistreated me, and I've never thought about doing that to nobody. I've never thought about it. And no matter how bad they hurt me, I've never thought about taking their life. And I never thought about using witchcraft on nobody. That, like I said, I didn't even know what it was. But a lot of these people, they do have mental health issues, because the majority of the time is people with the mental issues that's doing this stuff. Because you really it's got to be something wrong with you to decide to do something like that to somebody. So, yeah, I think that's all I was supposed to say about that. If I know it was something else, but it slipped my mind. But if I think of it, I will come back, or I'll put it in another video and talk to y'all about that too. Y'all be careful in this season. It's a full moon coming up again. And they start cooking early. They start cooking early. And by me blocking it and things like that, I just felt better. But the thing is, this is what I was about to say. The thing is, too, when they do this, for some reason, I start feeling a little bit of sadness. I start feeling a little bit of, like, sorrow. And it ain't just because of the spell that they tried to do. And it ain't even because of me. It ain't because they trying to aim towards me. I start feeling bad for them. Like, I legit start feeling bad for them. Like, that y'all don't have to do that. Like, y'all really don't have to. But then again, some of them kind of do. Because like I said, they're in a contract with the enemy. And it's going to take a lot for them to get out. They're trapped into that type of world. And it's going to take God to pull them out. It's going to have to take them to really fight. Because once you get into something like that, the person that's actually doing the spells, it's harder for them to get out of that as well. Rather the person that they putting it on. And it took a lot for me to get out. And I wasn't even doing spells. I had a spell on me, and it was hard for me to get out of it was hard for me to break the spell off of me. So, y'all keep that in mind whenever, you're being attacked as well. And hey, I feel like there's going to be huge changes in that area, because I know God tired of it, because I am. I'm really sick of that. Like, it's low. That's the lowest. That's a low place to be in when you're doing stuff like that. That is a very low place to be in. And believe it or not, it can get lower. It can get much lower than that, to be honest, because spell work is just the beginning. And then they end up doing all types of other stuff. And then they just go lower and lower until they deteriorate. Okay. But that's what I want to talk about. I might post it tonight. We'll see. I'll talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Bye.